The Winter Olympics began Friday in Beijing. Throughout the next couple of weeks, we'll have local Olympians join us to share their experiences. Today, we are visiting with Nicole Ahsinger. Nicole, we are so glad to have you back on the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Now, today we are talking all about you and all about your journey of kind of how you got to the Olympics.
Yeah.
So first, when did you kind of decide to pursue this sport?
So I was about 3 years old when my dad took me to a trampoline gym, and I kind of just fell in love with it. My mom didn't know. She was kind of against gymnastics for a little bit, but I came home that day and I was screaming, "Mom, I'm going to go to the Olympics." And she first was confused, and then she also was like, "You're such a cute little girl." Like, okay, I mean, going to the Olympics is so far-fetched when you're 3 years old. But I mean, that dream never wavered. So, I don't know, 10 years later, I think I was 13, I had a coach in California who said, "Nicole, I think you have the opportunity to go to the Olympics. You just, like, it's time to get really serious." So I started training twice a day, every day, 6 days a week. And then I found a coach in Lafayette, Louisiana. His name's Dimitri. And I called him one day and he was like, "You need to move here." He's like, "If you want to take this step, if you want to go to the Olympic Games, you need to move here." And so my mom very reluctantly was like, "Okay, at 16 you're allowed to leave." So right at the beginning of 16 years old, I moved to Louisiana and I started training, and I got really lucky. And I mean, I trained hard, don't get me wrong, but I did get kind of lucky, and I made the first Olympics in 2016. And then, I mean, I was so young. They had always told me that I was projected for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So I knew I had to continue, and I thought it was only going to be 4 years. Then COVID, so it ended up being 5 years. And I was just super excited to make Tokyo. The Olympics were insane, and I mean, I still am trying to go again.
Yeah, so obviously you told me earlier your goal is to continue in trampoline and go to the next Olympics.
Yes.
As far as kind of, you always want to do better in your next Olympics than you did in your previous one. So what are your goals for the next Olympic Games?
Yeah, so in 2016 Rio, I placed 15th at 18 years old, and so then I went to Tokyo and I placed 6th, so I moved up. So yeah, for the next one, Paris, I'm hoping to come back with a medal. I feel like I have a really good shot at it, and the average age is around like 28, 29 for women.
Oh wow,
so
I didn't realize.
I'll be 26 then, so I'll be a little young, but right there with all the competitors. So I really feel like I could get a medal next time.
Well, I know that we all believe in you over here, and we all know that you are going to do amazing. You're going to make us proud for sure in Paris at the next Olympics, and we will see you in a few days. Nicole will be back with us, you guys, to talk more about her Olympic experiences. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you.
For those of you attending Mardi Gras balls this Mardi Gras season, stick around for some styling tips after the break.